Okay people, welcome to a special mini episode of Forever News! This video we're just mainly talking about the big enchilada that's going on right now. Now normally I, wait until we have a bunch of stories to cover, but I couldn't contain my excitement for this one, fam. I cannot contain it because it has just been announced, I want to say over in Japan. The final episode of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 has aired, and I believe at the end of it was a big, ginormous announcement. Now, it was just about an episode or two ago of Forever News. We talked about a website domain that was registered regarding Jujutsu Kaisen and a movie. So a lot of people were like, well, it could be, official, it could not be, we didn't know what was going on, and even if it was official, what's going on there, what they're gonna do. We got major confirmation, fam. We got major confirmation. We got a poster, we got a small teaser trailer, we got a lot of insight into it, and yeah, people, let's read.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
So the first post said, Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0 will be adapted into an anime movie, and on the cover of it is Yuta Okotsu. In case you don't know who's Yuta, you're gonna know, fam. So already very major stuff, because Jujutsu Kaisen 0, I want to say it was about, what, 4 chapters? It was basically a prequel, the original story, and then it kind of got scrapped, and then eventually Jujutsu Kaisen came about, and they started using elements from Jujutsu Kaisen 0 into this new story. So that's what Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is for people that are unfamiliar. And then we got a small teaser trailer as well, just showcasing Gojo, Yuta, Geto, because again, this is going to take place, I want to say, a year prior to the official Jujutsu Kaisen, the one that we've been watching up until this point. And also some more insight, it says Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie is scheduled for winter 2022. To be more precise, it's stated to be released in theaters this winter, covering the end of 2021 and beginning of 2022. So basically end of this year we should be getting a Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which even though we're in 2021, it does seem a little bit off, because at the end of the day we're in March going into April. Probably November, December is when we'll get it, I'm imagining, which that feels a little bit of a ways away. But at the end of the day, if it was for another season, we'd have to wait a whole year anyways. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that this is an interesting move. It's a risky move at the same time, because let's be clear here, a lot of people that they're into Jujutsu Kaisen, they're into it because of like Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, those characters, and in particular they're not involved in Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Again, this takes place a year before everything happens to begin with. So the characters that you're going to see in this one is Gojo, he'll be in there. If you're reading the manga, Yuta of course will be in there, Inumaki will be in there, Panda will be in there. So some of the other characters you've seen around will be there, but I'm curious how it's going to perform, considering again a lot of the fan favorites that have grown to love, people who have grown to love within season 1 won't be present in this film. So that was a little bit of a worry that I had at the very least. Also, I'm curious what it's going to do for the schedule of release regarding a Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 release, because okay, if we're getting this film at the end of this year, they could, if they've already planned it out and shit like that, we could get Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 at the end of 2022, or they could push it to early 2023 depending on what the production schedule is like, because it's going to be insane to do a film and then on top of that of course do a proper adaptation for season 2. So I'm not sure how this is going to impact season 2, but yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen movie 0 adaptation coming at the end of this year, this winter 2021 heading into 2022. It's going to be a prequel to the story we know and love, so a little bit skeptical just in terms of what the success is going to be like. I know what Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and it's going to be great to connect into what's going on with the manga right now, but I have a little bit of a worry that some people are going to feel a little lost. They're going to be like, this isn't Jujutsu Kaisen, what's going on? Although again, at the same time, this is also great for several reasons, because like for example, if they were following the Demon Slayer recipe, right, because that's what I've been seeing a lot of people saying, like, yo, it popped off for Demon Slayer, they're probably going to go down that route of like adapting an arc or so for a film and things like that. The problem with that is, on top of the fact that like the series is still ongoing, so like if they wanted to keep things moving and whatnot, they would be cutting into what would be content for the next season. So the fact that they don't even have to do that, they get to use stuff from like a prequel series that has nothing to do with things, it's great, because that means we get to build up more and get a little bit more of a distance for when we get season 2. And then when we get season 2, which, spoiler alert, the name of season 2's contents is going to be the Shibuya incident, and boy, an incident is an understatement. So not only are we going to have Jujutsu Kaisen 0, but whenever they announce season 2, which again, I'm imagining end of 2022, early 2023, depending on how much this impacts the production of season 2 with this film, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, we'll have to see how long it's going to take for that. But fam, I am very, very hyped. Curious what you guys think. I want to ask a big question. How do you think it's going to impact the success of this film, considering the fact that this is 0, it doesn't have Yuji, it doesn't have Megumi, it doesn't have Nobara, it's not going to have any of the characters that people have really come to love with season 1 that has kind of boosted the fandom to the popularity to begin with. Do you think that's going to play a factor in anything, or just because it says Jujutsu Kaisen and Gojo's in there as well, people are going to eat it up regardless? So what are your thoughts on that? Are you excited for it? Do you think that this is the best course of action for a film rather than go a route of like adapting stuff from the main timeline story? And yeah, it seems as though Shonen Jump is really into this whole movie thing. You know, Demon Slayer broke all records, became the #1 anime film of all freaking time, or #1 Japanese film of all time for that matter, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna start releasing films. And your thoughts and expectations for this film. I'll be honest with you, if what they've done with a TV anime, the budget of a TV anime, and just in general a weekly release, and it looked like every episode was a damn movie, like side fights of shit that is like you don't expect for like Mechamaru versus Panda to look like a film, and they were doing that like that. Imagine what they're gonna do with a condensed film of an adaptation of something that's already out there. Like, they're gonna knock this out the park. I can't even imagine it being that much greater than a TV anime, because that already looked like a film. So I can only fathom how insane Mappa is going to go with this one. And yeah, Yuto Kotsu, his debut is not going to even be in an anime. It's going to be in a film about the anime. Like, crazy. Mappa's really not playing. Like, yo, they're not wasting no damn time. It's like, okay, we're gonna get a downtime, which is great if you think about it. It kind of reminded me, now that I think about it, of how Dragon Ball Super's anime ended. It was, I want to say, March as well, funny enough, and then they had the Broly film come out in Japan in December, so it probably will be the same as well, thinking about it now, that we'll have Jujutsu Kaisen, which the final episode of season 1 airs today, March 26th, and then we'll have maybe again December time, November, December, for this film. And yeah, I'm expecting big things in terms of success. I wouldn't be surprised if it rivals the Demon Slayer film in terms of how much impact, but it's the characters not being the main cast for the most part of the actual series that is a little bit, again, troublesome for me, because I don't know how people are going to react to it. I know how I'm going to react. I'm going to love the shit out of it, but other people might not. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched a mini episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day, and bam, I cannot wait. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 anime movie. Let's go.
So just go to